course, Nash, the pleasure of being the alumni speaker tonight. As a long ago, time flies when you're having fun. I say that because I attended the Joy School well over 20 years ago, back when TJS was sharing space with the Harris School in the townhome just a few blocks north of Chelsea Street. It's been so unique to watch the Joy School grow as rapidly as it has in my days as a student. And I could not be more honored to be up here sharing my story as we all celebrate their 25th anniversary and this organization's impact on so many, myself included. I like a different background music going on. It's like we're made it. It might take a few cocktails tonight to admit it, but I was not an easy student. I was diagnosed with severe ADHD and coupled with mild dyslexia, and as a result was severely behind in my curriculum as I entered into my first year at TJS in 1999. Let me take a moment to quickly emphasize how bad the ADD was. For those that grew up watching Warner Brothers cartoons, on days where I had forgotten to take my medicine, Adderall, Vyvanse, all of it, I would get to school and once the car door shut, I would immediately take form of the Tasmanian devil, terrorizing teachers and anything else that got in my way as I spun through the hallways towards the classroom, bumping from wall to wall and destroying everything in the way. Oftentimes, my parents would have to leave work in the middle of the day to bring my medicine, which would cause me to slow down and regain focus. All humor aside, my inability to naturally focus and fully complete tasks is what it ultimately caused me to get so far behind to the point where I was potentially going to get held back unless something changed. Perhaps more important to ADHD and dyslexia was the struggle I had with myself and the self-doubt that I had been caused at other schools by watching kids my age learn and excel in ways that I could not seem to. They made it look easy. Well, I could barely focus enough to write my name on a piece of paper. As everyone was trained to understand, constantly being in last place and not even crossing the finish line sometimes causes some negative impact, especially to a 9-year-old boy. Charlotte reminded me of something I wrote down on my first day at Joy School. It's a bit of a heartbreaker, but true. At the time, new students were given worksheets with a range of questions, sort of like, forms. These gave the measuring and, they gave educational benchmarks such as math, comprehension, while other questions aimed at learning about the mental state of the student. One of the personal questions on the worksheet was, what do others think about me? In pencil, I replied, people think I'm dumb. I was at Joy School for a short period of 2 years and can't emphasize how much these teachers impacted who I am today, let alone the values they taught me through a curriculum that was custom tailored to kids like me that had similar challenges. None of us were stupid. We just needed someone to teach us in ways that we could learn. One of those ways, for example, at the beginning of the day when all of us were trying to decide which color plastic chair we wanted to sit in, you remember those? I want the red one, I want the green one. We were each given 10 marbles in a cup. These marbles, which were all equivalent in value, represented Joy School currency, or merits, if you will, and could get you things like extra recess, candy, computer time, handle with Jack Daniels. I'll keep that secret safe. Throughout the day, my teacher at the time, Ms. Hawkins, who I saw for the first time in 20 years tonight, that was cool, would give us various tasks to complete. Things as simple as writing your name in cursive 9 or 10 times on straight line paper, or finishing a series of math problems. Each day was different based on the curriculum and goals set by our teacher. Completing these tasks resulted in earning one or sometimes multiple marbles to add to your Joy School checking account. There are other ways to accumulate more marbles, such as helping a friend, being kind, or treating your teacher and fellow classmates with respect. On the other side of the coin, there were many ways to lose one, which I early on seemed to be a pro at. Acting up, being a nuisance, arguing with your teacher, sorry, Hopkins, or in my case, allowing the inner Tasmanian devil to take over the classroom was constant. Well, I didn't know it at the time, this was really a simple barter system for kids that taught us the fundamentals of learning in small steps. In my case, task management, as well as the foundation of treating people how you want to be treated and the reward this comes with. It also taught the concept of cause and effect and how results are driven by the choices that we make in life, good and bad. Similar to how the Joy School has evolved into what it is today, so have I as an alumni. I graduated from St. Thomas High School in 2009, go Eagles, and went on to St. Edward's University in Austin, where I received my bachelor's degree in finance. My father, who is here this evening, has been in commercial real estate for longer than he would like to admit. Inspired me to get into the business, which I did in 2013. Today, I serve as Vice President for Colliers International, the third largest commercial real estate firm in the world, where I specialize in advising corporate and non-corporate users of real estate in the lease, purchase, lease restructure, space disposition, and financial analysis of commercial property, primarily in the office sector. I don't know how much that makes sense to you guys, but we'll see. There might be some real estate guys here. For those that do not know how our business works as real estate brokers, as an advisor in the independent contractor role, we essentially run our own company based on the book of business that we build, often through the lifeblood of any business and success story, that being the importance of relationships. I'm fortunate and proud to say that I represent a wide set of companies, from grassroots, mom and pop businesses, to enterprise-level publicly traded corporations with local, national, and international real estate portfolios. But let's push all that to the side. This evening is about celebrating an organization that has made a tremendous impact on not only me, but hundreds of others that are in the queue to do the same in their own unique way, similar to how the Joy School approaches each of their students' curriculum from the first day of class up until graduation day. Beyond teaching is the importance of strong friendship I received through the Joy School. In fact, 3 of my 7 groomsmen at my wedding last year are guys that I met at the Joy School. One of which is currently TJS teacher. Shout out to Joseph Gray. Excuse me, Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray. Here's a marvel. To close out, as I mentioned before, I was only at the Joy School for 2 years. But those 2 years were monumental in my education, as well as my professional development. Going into the school as a 9-year-old boy, I genuinely felt like others thought I was stupid. Fast forward to the end of my second year, and the answer to that same question of what do others think of you was this: people think I'm really smart. That pivotal moment and thought process from being in a really low place as a young boy and living in a high place as a young man is the power of this school and the impact that it has on so many students. So with that in mind, I'd like to raise a glass to the Joy School, its teachers, its students, and very importantly, the parents who have supported their children to celebrate an incredible 25 years. Salute.